Hey guys, quick disclaimer. Due to Greg false claiming people's videos, as well as a couple of my videos, this video, as well as a few others, will be re-uploaded, re-edited videos of previous Onision responses, where I update the intros and outros, the animation, as well as kind of setting it up with the new format that I have for these videos. So to everybody, I do appreciate you guys' support, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, it seems this may be the last time that we enter the brink. The last time that we will probably end up discussing Onision. Until he does some more stupid shit on the internet. So the video that I am responding to now is called "I Am No Longer Married and Onision," in quotes, is going Patreon exclusive.
Let's see.
Now, I want to say right off the bat, by reading that, I feel that this is another attempt at Onision playing the victim, because I believe he was in some drama with Vegan Gains just recently, and there's been other stuff that's been going on. I can't remember on the top of my head this second, but I do know there was some other stuff going on. I mean, recently he's turned off likes and dislikes. He disabled comments so he doesn't hear what people have to say. In fact, I think he hasn't been able to keep up with a lot of the comments that have been giving him criticism lately.
Checkmate.
So there's that. But ultimately, this is pretty much him playing the victim card, because right now he wants sympathy, and he's gonna try to, act like, oh, woe is me, my life is hard, I'm being treated poorly, and all that other crap, like he's done so many times before. And unfortunately for him, it is not going to work. So, without further delay, why don't we go ahead and get started.
Hey guys, this video was, I think, supposed to be for patrons only. I just had a conversation with patrons on Discord. And I think I actually might make it public, just because I feel like this is important to just say to everybody.
Killer?
A long time ago, when I was talking about parenting and all that stuff, y'all went after and called CPS. So I said, I'm not a dad. After CPS showed up and they said, wow, this was a BS case that we were given.
Okay, yep, this is definitely him trying to play the victim card. Also, for those who probably have seen the initial video already, I kind of sped it up because it's 15 minutes long, and I wanted to try to go through this as quickly as I can.
And you guys wasted their time with that call. They concluded their case, said everything was good. After that, said, as far as the internet's concerned, I'm not a dad. And then y'all called animal control on me, and you said, Greg, Onision, whatever, is abusing his pets. You said that.
No offense, but can you blame anybody for doing that? I mean, let's be honest here. You did make a video where you talked about how you left your turtle, your pet turtle, in a plastic bin, and it pretty much cooked inside the bin because you left it out in the sun. And I know your excuse is, oh, my dogs are running around, and you didn't want the turtle to get hurt. Dude, as a lot of people have probably mentioned to you, put the stupid dogs in, and I can't say stupid dogs because I have my own dogs, but put the dogs in the house and let the turtle, roam around for a second.
I think he best.
It doesn't hurt to take that extra step, instead of being fucking lazy.
Had no idea I was going to meet a king.
That's on you.
Expected a
You can't play victim for something that you did that was kind of stupid.
And, Animal Control shows up. They find out no abuse is occurring. So we lose dog
for
gods.
Horsome Jr.
We lose a really great series of mine because I just can't include my pets anymore. Otherwise, people just go and call Animal Control.
It's personal.
So then we go a little bit further because you guys can't call CPS anymore. You can't call Animal Control anymore. So what do? You straight up try to ruin my marriage with my spouse, husband. You try to reach out to my husband and tell him to leave. You make videos attacking my marriage and trying to convince my husband that I'm some kind of horrible mastermind, awful Hitler-esque person.
You do realize that's not coming from us. That's coming from the several women who have been with you, who
Why would you just
call you out for
give me
being an
Horsome?
abusive asshole.
You just give me a man after investing
And at this point,
time in him? Can't help but wonder why.
I would have to say that with so many people,
Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
talking against you,
Almost.
we rarely
expect
hear
you to
anything
return
from
the
your
favor.
wife. You only hear your word
And also,
or lack of,
Junior has lost his
because
purpose.
your word means jack
The Big
at this
Four is
point.
no more. I shall contact you to collect in due
Those
course.
women's
Now
testimony
go.
is a lot
you,
more credible
Roach.
than what the hell or whatever
We must
you have to
speak
say.
another time.
So, I am no longer married, no longer a husband.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna try to pull the same tricks
As I see it.
that
I know
you
where
did
to
with
find Junior. Don't
some
really
of your
care
other
beyond that.
situations where you
Go.
pretend that you're not a
Come to think
father,
of it, I
you
too
pretend
wanted
you
to
don't
ask a
have
favor.
pets,
I have a terrible problem with Vess.
you pretend
Need
you're
someone to
not
talk some sense into.
a husband,
Come see me at the
even
camp.
though that
I'll
information is
tell you.
already
Let
public.
me think about it. See you, Roach.
And again, we're not even hearing this from Lainey, or sorry, Kai. There's nothing on Twitter because you're using that stupid emo Charlie bullshit.
I'll quickly check that
As far
out.
as you guys are concerned, my interest is to have a happy life that's separate from the internet.
Translation, he only wants people that suck up to him, that would kiss his ass, lick his feet, and get
Wait,
chained up in his
what
basement.
did I fail?
And before anybody asks, yes, I'm not going to let that go.
I have, from day one, shared so much of my life with you guys, and I've been so open and honest.
Your quote-unquote honesty is questionable. Here, let me put it this way. If I were to choose, or at least choose to trust you, or a bee that was willing to sting me, I would choose the bee at this point.
And that openness and that honesty has gotten me mountains of trash.
Gee, I wonder why. Oh wait, no, I know why. It's because, in a sense, nobody cares for quote-unquote honesty at this point when you're a fucking asshole. Not to mention you try to get self-gratification for it. Especially when people end up getting hurt.
Like, I've
Okay.
always talked about how honest I am in my videos because honesty is so important to me. It's something I have dumped girlfriends for not having. It's something I've dumped friends for not having. I've kicked so many people out of my life for not being honest.
Are you sure it's not the other way around? Because from experiences that have been explained
So I'm
by
gonna quickly.
Seer,
Actually,
Shiloh,
if anything-
Sky, Adrian, Billy, and the few others, they all say the same thing. That you have a
Finish up the,
crazed
main
mentality.
quest
Even
that I was
YouTubers who
doing.
have worked with you, like Shane and Jack and Glenn, have also pushed away from you because of your hyperactive tendencies to be quote unquote proven right, as well as being kind of a dickhead.
Alright, hold on a sec.
And this is just a consistent value that I have. And so I'm subjected to a world of people online who are not honest, who will say things about me with no basis.
Another quick question, would Onision be the pot or the kettle in this situation? By that one remark.
And they'll try to actually literally call people on me and destroy my life. If people online had their way, I wouldn't have wound up in such a positive situation as far as my personal life. I've never been so happy as far as the people in my life. But it seems like all the internet wants to do is hurt the people in my life. They want to make them cry, and they have made them cry.
So you say, I mean, no offense, but there's been videos where people were looking at your videos with Kai, and people have been speculating that you may have been abusing Kai, in a sense, like the many others that you've abused. And ultimately, the question that follows with that is, who is happy in the situation? Both of you, or just you?
So, as a person who actually cares about these people, as far as the internet is concerned, I'm done with all of it. And I'm not going to stop there. I'm removing my personality as well. I have no interest in opening up to the internet anymore. I have no interest in expressing opinions in this format that we're in right now.
Let's go get this guy.
I am completely and utterly only interested in creating content that will entertain people and not content that will connect with people anymore.
So, once again, it just sounds like that you just want to make content for people that want to suck your...
I used to be so interested in, you know, helping people and being a hero. And like, for instance, recently, okay, there was this little girl and she needed heart surgery, and she still needs heart surgery. You can go on my Twitter to see the links. I was promoting her, I was supporting her, and you know, before I saw it, there was like under $1,000.
Where's horse and
And then after a campaign, we got her over to like $7,000 or $8,000 for her heart surgery. The video I posted, where I was saying, you know, we need to go help this girl and help her get heart surgery and fund her, got more dislikes than likes.
I would assume because of your hypocrisy towards, you know, donating, especially with the comment that you made where you think that promoting a charity is donating to it, which is two totally different things, in my opinion. But I think the reason you got all those dislikes was because you, afterwards, were going after Vegan Games, in which case he responded, retaliated, and then one thing led to another. And in his defense, Vegan Games, I don't try to go into the whole vegan versus meat eating or whatever, the diet debate, because I don't really want to. But overall, one thing I have to agree with Vegan when it comes to his video or his concerns is there's a lack of information for that post, which I can see why people would assume that it was, you know, possibly a scam by the individual who posted it, or let's say by Anit-Onision, because he was trying so hard to promote this particular charity, and Anit-Onision rarely does that. So to some people that would seem suspicious.
Bad idea.
And, you know, people were calling it a scam. People were saying it's just more of me being some kind of horrible monster. And, you know, at some point you gotta realize there's no winning with people. If they want to think you are one way or another, then that's just how it is. You know, if people want to think that you supporting a little girl's heart surgery fund is a scam, then that's back to them, and it doesn't matter what the truth is anymore. And I don't want to play the game. You know, I don't want to be in this, you know, teen drama, high school-esque thing that you guys do online.
Anit-Onision, since the beginning of your channel, you have dressed yourself up like an angsty teen who deals or creates drama. So, once again, and I have to ask,
degenerate.
Are you the pot or the kettle in the situation?
I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want people showing up on my doorstep saying that, you know, oh, we were told by the internet that you know, choke your dogs or whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous that people go after my family, people go after my pets, people go after my freedom. They even try to, like, get me arrested and stuff. And it's like, they literally, like, you guys literally told the cops once that someone was murdered in my house. The cops show up, and the person you say was murdered answers the door. Like, if anyone doesn't understand why I need to remove my personality, I need to remove my husband status, I need to remove my parental status, my pet owner status, etc. I need to remove all these things. If you don't understand that, I don't understand you. because, you know, there is a limit that you need to set for yourself so you can still live a happy life.
You know, in all of these situations, all these big changes or decisions that Onision has been making, they're all futile. They're wasted effort. If he continues to be an asshole, then people are going to treat him like he's an asshole. Instead of, like, trying to make it out like, oh, I don't have a wife or a husband, oh, I don't have kids, oh, I don't have a dog, maybe the simplest solution, and honestly, you should have done this years ago, is maybe look at yourself, listen to the videos that have talked about you, and maybe for once in your fucking life, have a self-reflection about who you are and what the fuck you've done on this platform. Like, truly have done. Especially done to other people.
I'm looking for a young woman and a minstrel.
But that ultimately brings me to the whole thought of it's a wasted effort to even try to, like, think that he would do something like that. Since usually after self-reflection he continues the same behavior over and over and over and over again.
Let me tell you why you shouldn't lie.
And it seems like all YouTubers want to do, all these people who are getting paid to say horrible things about me want to do, is they want to try and hurt me as much as possible.
Oh, you gotta love that line.
Wasn't an easy road to travel.
People are only talking about me because they're getting paid. Dude, I'm not being paid worth shit.
Some of them tried to cheat.
Nice try, motherfucker.
I didn't like it one bit.
Even if it's in real life, even if it's extremely personal. And I know a lot of people like reverting to this thing about, oh, a year ago or whatever, you said this about this person or whatever. Firstly, that is not current. Secondly, that was valid. When you talk about other people you personally know and have personally, they've done things that are irrefutable, like admitting horrible things, that they did horrible things themselves, that is not comparable to someone perceivably doing something. You know, like my dog struggling to get up on a log, right? My dog has, like, you know, very lazy or slowed or otherwise dysfunctional back legs. My dog's trying to get on a log, right, or a stick or whatever, and he's struggling, and I'm filming him because he's not in pain, he's not whining or anything, he's just trying to get up, and it's part of dog thoughts. People turn that into, I'm a horrible animal abuser, okay?
Okay, so with the whole situation with the dog, you have to understand that when people, you know, since people can't forgive you for what you did to the turtle, and let's face it, when it comes to certain situations that you probably shouldn't be recording, like the very controversial Remember Me video, where Shiloh has amnesia.
Tell me about it.
I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman...
Those are those moments where
and what happened
you
to her.
shouldn't or probably shouldn't be recording. To some people, the dog was probably in pain. And you did jack shit.
When you spin stuff, and you have to spin stuff, okay? Like, there was recycling on my back porch, and people said that there was a trash heap, and that the dogs were in danger. There was recycling, like boxes, and plastics, like hard plastics, not soft plastics that hurt them, but hard plastics. And those were waiting to be recycled, which they were recycled. But you guys called animal control on me for that. It's perceivably, like, bad. Perceivably, like something you could spin, something you could have an opinion about.
A phylactery? You can fix something.
If someone straight up confesses to doing horrible crimes, yeah, they should be done. You know? But that's not something that I do, because I don't do those things.
Wasting my time.
There's nothing to confess for, except for being too honest. Way too honest. Bluntly honest. People hate me for my honesty.
Onision, do you know what a pathological liar is? Somebody who believes in their own lies, or their own fiction, so to speak.
But unfortunately, that's like the least of things that people hate me for, because the things they hate me for are things that other people lie about. Like today, I was called a tax fraud. If I was a tax fraud, I would be in jail. But that fact seems to escape people. You know? It's just bizarre to me. It's bizarre to me how everything can contradict your opinion. But so long as you have a big enough ego, it doesn't matter.
Calm down, Dandelion.
And a lot of people think that I should have been in jail, like, I think it was October or December or something like that. They were like, oh, on the 16th you're going to jail. They kept saying that because nobody knows what they're talking about with my life. They just say things, and then people assume that's fact. Somebody said that I have $500,000 or $1 million of damage to wetlands on my property.
Oh no, don't go this direction.
Famous last words.
When actually I'm supposed to plant like no more than $500 worth of bushes, and I'm supposed to. I already planted $250 worth of sticks. Like, so $750 somehow translates out to $500,000 to internet logic. Because none of these people look at the documentation. None of these people really care for the actual truth. You know, the actual conclusion of these stories. Nobody cares that there was no wetland destruction.
Bullshit.
Nobody who is, you know, someone who dislikes me. They don't want to know the truth. They don't care that 2 people came out here and investigated the land and concluded that there was no wetland destruction. They don't care.
Yeah, and he failed to mention that when the supposed people came to your house, that you went and blamed your neighbors for supposedly telling you to do something, or that your yard had to be a certain way.
There's the balcony. Let's see
But
what's inside.
I love that you failed to mention the fact that there were several people from Pierce County that have video of you using a bulldozer pushing trees and shrubbery into the wetlands behind your property. Now, by doing so, that ends up just disturbing the ecosystem, and at some point destroys the foundation for properties around you. It messes with the wildlife and it messes with the plant life. So don't go spewing this bullshit that I'm innocent, that I didn't destroy plant life or I didn't destroy any wetlands, because there's video of you doing it.
Okay, the county came out, the investigator came out, looked at it, and they both concluded that primarily only blackberry bushes removed. Nobody cares. And it's absolutely disgraceful how dishonest the internet consistently is. So it's like, I shared my pet's life with you, and you took my pet having a problem with his back legs as animal abuse. And you took a pile of recycling as animal abuse. You took me having a few garments on the ground or whatever, and you said to CPS that the whole house was just, you know, unsafe for children. You know, you tell people I murder people, so they show up to my doorstep in the middle of a snow, heavy, heavy snow. The police officers had to walk up a hill covered in snow just to get to my house because they couldn't drive their car up because it would get stuck. They had to walk all the way in my driveway, right? Finally knock on the door. The person you guys say that was murdered answers the door.
No, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel that that last one about the murder thing might actually be a fake story from Onision. I feel just for added effect for the whole, you know, what was me bit.
That's it, you're in.
You guys earned this, and I cannot emphasize that enough. You earned not being able to know me ever. Not being able to hear what I have to say about any issue ever. Not really ever being able to see or hear an honest person on video. Because everybody else on YouTube, they're all saying what they think you want to hear. And I was the guy who would actually tell you what the truth was. Just how it is, dude. That's why when other people do things that are far worse than the things I've ever considered doing, they're defended based on their popularity and not based on their merit or how actually guilty they are. Like, there's a guy who literally, he drugged somebody that he had his way with her, right? And he admitted it. And yet you guys would say that he's great to this day.
Actually, no, Onision. If the person admitted to having his way with somebody, or her, because either side can sexually assault somebody, if somebody admitted to something like that, then they would be shunned by the public. More than likely, especially, I'm going to say this, especially like cases with, there's allegations towards several voice actors. People like that end up becoming shunned and removed from the public. We would not applaud them. We would not give them any graces. More than likely, if they were convicted for, you know, sexual assault, more than likely, especially if it's a man, people would
What
call
happened
to
to
have the person castrated.
Prick vanished. There one moment, gone the next.
Just like anybody else,
What
Onision,
happened to the ashen-haired girl?
if you're doing
Or what
something
happened to
stupid,
the
we're going to
woman?
call you out
Fuck if
for
I
it.
know.
There's no
One
bias
of the boys got her in the
whatsoever.
back, but she's alive, I swear it.
Even though that's a literal crime.
Is
It's
that
a
all?
predatorial crime.
Got anything else?
I just want to
say?
end on
I
this.
told you
Okay.
all I know.
There's something very obvious
You
about
heard
the
the
YouTube
woman I'm
community,
looking
and that is
for.
that they are a
You
bunch
tortured her
of
friend.
She
predators.
attacked me.
And when I say predators, I mean
I have a
people
right to
who look
defend
at the weak
myself.
and they target them. And they go after
I
it, the
beg
easy
you.
targets. Predators
Don't
very
lie,
rarely
sir.
go after
Have mercy.
creatures bigger than them.
Please.
Onision,
You gotta die.
what do you call
Let
using
me
your
tell you where
fame
things stand.
to have
I'm looking for this
prepubescent
woman 'cause
girls
she's like a daughter to me.
and young teens send you half-naked photos
And
for
that's
these
why I
quote-unquote
just can't let
body
this go.
positivity videos?
No, no.
That is something that a quote-unquote predator would probably do. Especially when you don't have the permission from the parents. So, before you go calling people who give their criticism about you a predator, I would suggest that you look yourself in the fucking mirror. Because the only predator here is not us. It's you. As far as what your public life has shown, you have literally manipulated and taken advantage of several women who were under your care.
Ah,
Seems
crap.
you've resolved your
And I'm going to say the
It's
ones
time
that
you
were able to
return
get
the
away
favor.
with get
Leonard
away
doesn't like
from
to
you
wait much, does he?
No, he
are
does not.
brave.
You'll come with us.
Because a lot of people in an abusive relationship will never do that. So you shut the hell up about calling people predators just because they give their opinions about you.
The HMS Oxenford
Look at all the
Treasure
people that
Gold.
I have made
Once
videos about in the
the crown
past.
jewel
These are
of the
people with
Rebellion
large
fleet.
channels. These are people who are very much so liked.
Nice
And this
boat.
is the key reason
You'll
why
need
I
to
have
leave your
been
weapons if I'm to let
bombarded.
you aboard.
When you go
Follow me.
after people that other people like, you are hit very, very hard.
Onision, you didn't just make
Ship was
videos,
funded
you
with
went on
donations from
slander
the world.
campaigns.
Ladies from the most prominent families gave up their jewelry.
You went
Spur
after
of the moment, patriotic
Eugenia
impulse.
Cooney
You're a
for,
homeless wanderer. Can't understand
again,
what
I
it is
have to
truly
just,
love
for
one's
my
country.
own, like, integrity, I have to say, possibly had a eating disorder. Or at the very least, something that involved her losing weight. And you immediately assume eating disorder, jumping to conclusions, and then went on
There
this
you
whole
are.
slander campaign, this whole, I'm going to use the word
Need something from Your
crusade,
Majesty?
to make it seem like she was the villain, that she was causing people
You've never been one to
to
mince words.
resort to anorexia to
Very
look
well.
good.
Find Philippa Eilhart.
Which, all of
That's
that
my wish.
negativity ends up putting somebody in a
I ordered her eyes
depressive
gouged out
state.
once. But apparently her
But you
blindness
didn't
troubles
care
her
about
not.
that.
My
You just
hunters
wanna
have
be
detected
proven
Lady
right.
Eilhart hiding east of
And then we
Oxenford.
go into Shane Dawson,
They have further
who,
established that she has magically
after you are
sealed the
proven
entrance to her
time and
shelter.
time again that he was
Entering
not
it
a
will be
quote-unquote
difficult.
pedophile, you still continue to this
I
day
believe you might
to
succeed
call
in
him
doing
that.
so.
The
Bring her to
documentary
me,
video that you made
alive.
calling him that was deleted or at least struck
Why is
down
Philippa here?
due to slander
Philippa
or
Eilhart.
herassment. But
What's she
you
looking
proceeded
for
to
here?
I suspect she
re-upload
wants to
it,
find her old friends.
calling it a different name,
Reconvene the
thinking that
lodge.
would work.
Perhaps she seeks revenge on me.
You called out Jacqueline
Lady
Glenn, who
Eilhart
wanted
is
a
known
boob
for her
job,
persistence. At times,
claiming
I recall
that
the lessons
she
she gave me when I was a child.
was in an
Her
abusive
teachings
relationship,
as memorable as the punishment she meted
or
out.
that she wasn't loved by her
She was
parents.
supple and patient in her
So
cruelty.
any hate that you receive
I took her side.
for talking about the
But
people
she
that you've
remains
talked
dangerous.
about, you deserve
I'd
every
advise you to
bit
be
of it.
cautious.
Because you caused that
Alright.
pain to yourself. for
Mages are
making
more
these whole
likely to
slander
succeed.
campaigns towards
For those
them.
using magic.
That's why you have people going after like transgenders who are completely unknown.
I cannot count on
When you
them.
go after like these tiny channels who have no subscribers, have no one to defend them, then you're a shoo-in for a successful video. You just ruin someone's life. Congratulations, you got $300 for your video and more fame.
Once again, asshole, I don't get paid for these
I was
videos.
open to the prospect.
I do it
The other
because
was likewise.
I guess you could
Until a
say
certain witch
I have a
revealed that the lodge
personal
was behind the regicides.
reason
The
for
mages
doing these
proved to be
videos.
traitors. While the Witcher proved himself
Because
skilled at
I've
tracking
known somebody
traitors down.
like
now
you.
go to the mountains and bring me Philippa Eilhart.
Just so I can get that out of the way. And let me tell you, they've pulled every single one of the tricks that you've pulled over the years. You're fucking predictable at this point.
You know,
Oh, I'm not
and
gonna do
me,
that this second.
okay? You got my name, Onision. So you make a video, and boom, it's horribly successful. Why? Because people want to hate me right now, so if you just say the slightest hateful thing about me, people are going to click like, increase your engagement, and make everything seem like, you know, you're a hero, and boom, jump to the top. People that don't even have any reason to talk about me will be talking about me. People that don't really have a valid point or just regurgitating the same thing that every other liar on this platform has to say, can still talk. They'll still just say the same thing. Those are predators, because they pick someone who's clearly dying.
Alright, so
They pick someone who's clearly sickly or ill or otherwise weak, and they attack. They basically, like vultures, pick apart dead flesh so they can live.
So, you then.
And that is something that I just don't want to be a part of anymore. So I put 11 years into this about making videos, and I have thousands upon thousands of videos I made. But from now on, as far as my YouTube channels go, as far as Patreon goes, I want to make genuinely good content for my patrons, and those are the people that are my main focus.
So once again, the people that just want to suck up to you.
All my YouTube channels, the YouTube community in general, these are secondary. And they're secondary because I, for some reason, have become the biggest pariah ever, despite the fact that the majority of the things that people think I'm a pariah for never even happened. And the evidence is right there. Like, people say I never even served in the military, and other people say that I didn't make it through basic, etc., even though my discharge papers are out there. You know, under honorable conditions.
alright.
So you say, but
Let's try to quickly
once or
talk
twice
to,
you've proven that you're able to fake information, so I'm not going to trust you in the fullest when it comes to that sort of information.
I was in for over 3 years. But it doesn't matter what the truth is. None of you actually care. All you care about is your opinion, your tribalism, your ego. And I don't want to be part of that. I just want to create good content.
You want to make good content? Let me tell you something.
Don't touch me.
It could be quite profitable.
Make shit that isn't offensive. I know this entire time that you've been going for the offensive humor. So far, has that really worked out for you? No.
Think I know how to free
Has
dandelion.
being an
Got a plan,
asshole
but
to
we need
everybody
doo-doo.
on the internet
Gotta
worked
find
for
it.
you?
This
No,
plan.
it
What
hasn't.
is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form.
Has
Order
you
dandelion
playing the
moved to
victim
Oxenford. We
worked
can
for
grab
you?
him on the way.
No,
Brilliant.
it hasn't.
But how do you aim to find Doodoo?
You're his
See,
friend.
Onision,
Any idea where he might be hiding?
I don't think you're
The
done.
Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom?
I feel
In the
that
past, facing trouble, he disappeared.
when it comes to
and reappeared
everything
on the morrow
about
as
you,
someone else.
unless
time-
those channels are
This time he hasn't returned.
deleted, I'm pretty sure that will
How long have you
mean
known
when you're
Doo-Doo?
done.
Known doo-doo
When
long.
those channels,
I know this
all
might
of
sound strange,
all of
but
them, every single
I
one
can't
of
be
them
sure.
are gone,
It seems you've been circling me for some time in various forms.
and your very
trying to attract my
existence
attention.
is
Can't
expunged
blame him for making the effort.
from YouTube.
Thank you. I failed to notice him at first. Then he decided to shoot the moon. assume
As for
Dandelion's
you,
form.
you know,
What tipped you off? How do you
playing
know
the
it wasn't
victim once
dandelion?
again,
Doo-doo not much of a
let me
singer.
tell you something.
No.
Again,
He
I've
simply
seen it
spoke about
before.
something other than himself.
I've seen it through another individual
Right.
that I know
We gotta convince Doodoo to come out of hiding.
in my own personal life.
We need to convince
And
Doo-doo
let me
to
tell
reveal
you,
himself. Any friends we could leave a message with, someone he
You
trusts.
playing this little sob
Dandelion.
story
Irina Renard's
doesn't
troop,
work
that's
on
all
people
really.
like me.
Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk
So
with
you
the
can
troop
cut
on
the
stage
crap.
or in the crowd.
You
So
want to
we
make
like
your
to go
life
into the
better.
warmings.
Yes.
then you
I'm
know
actually
what?
surprised
Instead
he
of
come to us
deleting
after it all happened.
comments,
He certainly could have counted
instead
on the
of
Fox's help.
disabling comments, instead of
So if these mummers are ready
removing or
only
disabling the
mentioned
likes and
Voodoo.
dislikes,
Irina and company.
maybe take in consideration what people have to say. Maybe take
Voodoo
to
and the
heart
mummers.
what
What's
people
the
have
link?
been saying about
Doodoo and the
you
mummers, how they
for the
meet.
past
That was my doing.
11
Some opening
years.
Maxim lay comatose
Maybe
in his
actually
wardrobe, drunk as
change
an
as an
otter.
individual.
I thought of Doodoo.
Maybe
Hard to
then
imagine
you
if
would
they
actually
lacked a
be
bit of
happy.
And Doodoo revealed himself to them just like that.
But
I didn't think
once
it
again,
wise to tell anyone.
you're not going to do
But
that.
Doodoo and Irina took to each other completely and
And as you continue to
He
pull
fell so
stupid
hopelessly
behavior,
in love with the theatre.
more likely
They
somebody
started
like
performing
myself
with
or
you.
many others are
Yeah.
still going to talk
now
about
Irina
your
feels
shit.
terribly guilty. They let him put himself in danger. She can't forgive
So,
herself.
Is Onision done?
Maybe a
I
play's
doubt
the
it.
thing, you know?
But
Maybe
I'd love
we
to hear
could
what
use
you
a
guys
play.
have to say.
You know, work a message
Alright,
to Doodoo
I
into
think I'm going to go
something.
ahead and end this
Lure him out of
video
hiding
here.
that way.
Thank you guys
Not a
so much
bad
for watching.
idea,
Truly
but I doubt a
appreciate
few
it.
lines would suffice.
If you have anything you'd like to
Besides,
add the
do you
conversation,
think
please
Doodoo whiles away his
leave it in
days
the comments
attending
down
mummings
below.
he knows by heart?
Want to follow
So what do
MG,
you suggest?
Magi, and Aden
Who's
on
writing
gaming
a tiny
streams?
play?
Go check
From
them out. If
scratch?
you want to follow us on
Something
social
grand,
media,
something that will
links are in
grab
the
Doodoo's
description.
attention. So
If you want
most
to follow
importantly,
Sage
it
for
must
his
have
nature
a
walks, which is a lot of fun, go check that out. If you guys want to watch some of the other
If you wish, we can
content that I
start it right away.
produce, sometimes I upload between noon and 6 p.m.
Don't know that
Pacific
I can
time.
write a play.
With that
Not
being
sure
said,
I'm cut
thank
out
you
to
guys
write
for
a
watching.
play.
This is Rob
Maybe
of
you're better off
Novakast signing
doing this
off.
on
Have a
your
good one,
own.
and take
It's
care.
sure to go quick
Peace.
if you help me. You'll see. We'll have